Welcome to the fascinating history of Australia. This amazing country has a long and rich history, with many people having lived here for thousands of years. Let's dive into the incredible story of Australia together. The first people to call Australia home are the Aboriginal Australians. They have been here for over 65,000 years and have a rich tapestry of stories and cultures. They are the traditional owners of this land, and their legacy is something we should all be proud of. In the 1600s, European explorers began to venture across the globe. The first European to set foot on Australian soil was Willem Jansson. He arrived in 1606. He was from the Netherlands. Captain James Cook arrived in 1770. He explored the east coast of Australia and claimed the land for Great Britain. His journey was very important in history. In 1788, the first fleet arrived in Australia. It brought prisoners from England. They settled in Sydney. This was the beginning of British colony life. It was tough. The settlers had to build homes and find food. Many people struggled to survive. They worked hard to make a new life. In the 1850s, many people came to Australia to find gold. They came from different countries, and they brought with them a spirit of adventure and hope. The gold rush brought many changes, and in 1901, Australia became a federation. The states united to form one nation, and this was an important step in Australian history. People celebrated this new country, and they welcomed new settlers with open arms. Australia fought in World War I and World War II, and many Australians served in the army. They fought for their country and freedom, and they gave their all. These wars changed Australia forever, but they also brought about a new era of growth and opportunity. After World War II, lots of folks from Europe and Asia came to live in Australia. The country became a multicultural paradise, with different cultures adding to the richness of Australian life in the 1960s. At the same time, Indigenous Australians began to fight for their rights, seeking recognition and equality. The movement gained steam and gained lots of supporters in the 1990s. Australia started reconciliation efforts, working to heal relationships between Indigenous and non-Indigenous Australians. It's an ongoing process, but it's so inspiring to see how far the country has come. Australia is a wonderful country with a strong economy and a rich culture. People from many different backgrounds live together harmoniously. Australia is known for its love of sports, with many Australians enjoying cricket and swimming. Sports are a big part of life in Australia. Australians care about the environment, with many national parks and protected areas. People work hard to protect the land and animals. Australia has many beautiful cities, each with its own unique culture and attractions. Sydney is the largest city in Australia and is famous for the Sydney Opera House. The Sydney Harbour Bridge is a must-see. Every year, tourists flock to Sydney to enjoy its gorgeous beaches like Bondi Beach, where you can swim and surf to your heart's content. The Sydney Opera House, a stunning UNESCO World Heritage Site, opened in 1973 and is a sight to behold. Melbourne is a city that's alive with art, music, and delicious food. It's home to numerous galleries and theaters, and its coffee and restaurants are to die for. Plus, It has beautiful parks and gardens where you can stroll and admire nature's beauty. Brisbane is a city with a vibrant culture and a laid-back vibe. It's often called the cultural capital of Australia for a reason. The lovely capital of Queensland has a wonderfully warm climate and lots of sunshine. The city is near the Gold Coast and Sunshine Coast, two of the most popular vacation spots in the country. Brisbane has some truly beautiful parks and the Brisbane River, where you can take lovely boat rides. Perth is the capital of Western Australia and is located on the southwest coast. The city has some of the most beautiful beaches in the country, like Cotty's Beach. Perth is also known for its amazing parks and gardens, including Kings Park, which has the most incredible views of the city. Adelaide is the capital of South Australia and is known for its wonderful festivals and delicious food. Adelaide is a lovely city with a wonderful central market where you can buy fresh produce. It's also close to some beautiful wine regions like Barossa Valley, which is famous for its wine. Hobart is the capital of Tasmania. It's a small city with a rich history. Hobart has some gorgeous views of the mountains. Wellington is another city that's well worth a visit. It's famous for its Salamanca market, where you can find local crafts and food. Hobart is the second oldest capital city in Australia, after Sydney. Canberra, the capital city of Australia, is a special country with a unique history. Its capital city, Canberra, is a beautiful place with lots of amazing national buildings, like the Parliament House and the Australian War Memorial. Canberra is also known for its lovely parks and gardens. Canberra was chosen as the capital in 1908 to resolve the friendly rivalry between Sydney and Melbourne. Darwin is blessed with gorgeous sunsets over the Timor Sea. It's the closest Australian city to Asia, and the Gold Coast is world-renowned for its breathtaking beaches and theme parks. Many people visit the city for holidays, and it's easy to see why. It boasts impressive skyscrapers and a vibrant nightlife. It's also a fantastic place for surfing and basking in the sun. Thank you for learning about the fascinating history of Australia. Our country is rich and diverse, and there are so many stories to tell. If you enjoyed this story, please like, subscribe, and share it with your friends and family.